Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is Padge and this is IIRL round 9 of China. So I'm looking forward to some exciting racing tonight. Steinos leading the championship, 115 points ahead of Sebastian, who unfortunately is not here tonight. So probably with 5 rounds remaining, probably could get the championship thrown up probably at the next race. Maybe even after this one, we'll have to see. But yeah, he's driven absolutely fantastic so far this season. The format tonight: one-shot quali, and then onto the sprint race, and then onto the feature, and we're just about to get started. So far in Sector 1, Steinos is in second. Our new driver, who's just recently joined, Lex, is currently leading the way. David in third at the moment, Sox fourth, Camper in fifth. It's very close, but it will all depend on aerodynamics. Some people set the car up for the long back straight, and you can set it up for the middle sector. So, but at the moment it's Lex. He's on the controller. So now we find out who's got good top end speed. Bjorn up to second, so he's had a very good middle sector. Just going over 100, almost 180 mile an hour up to 6th gear and spotting your braking. Lex just back end stepping out there. It's going to be very, very close. And Lex gets pole position. Look at that. His very first race, and he gets pole position on his debut. And I don't think there's many that can say they've done that. Well done. Congratulations to Lex. Pole position on their debut. Whoa. So, yeah, pole on their debut. 13 thousandths ahead of Bjorn. Our championship leader, Stanos Reeks, only 35 thousandths down, and then a good showing from David in fourth, only 3 tenths down. Wouter in fifth, half a second, and then Raphael 6 tenths, and then yeah, there's quite big gaps there, but with Killian, Camper, Socks, some guy called Padge, and then Deaton at the back, 9 seconds down there. I'm sure that's sandbagging, but you know, we never know. So the drivers now just getting to the grid, and hopefully we can have an exciting race. Obviously reverse grid from what we had in qualifying. So if you don't know, if you don't follow F2, then the grid from qualifying is for the feature race, and unless you're 11th, where Deaton is. If Deaton had qualified 10th, you would have been pole. So here we go. Anyway, got 5 lights, and away we go. And Steinos traditionally getting really good starts, already up to 3rd place. Sox currently leading the way. Padge has dropped to the back. Don't know what's happened there, but I do, but I won't share that information. Camber in second, closely followed by Steinos Reeks. I've got Bjorn having a look down the inside of Wouter. Wouter stays ahead. Steinos has won all but one sprint race, so it's been absolutely dominant in these races. You could say he's been dominant throughout the whole season. I mean, he is leading by 115 points, but nevertheless, it's been a very good start from Socks. Leading the way ahead of Camper. Oh, I think Socks had a moment there. A bit of wheel spin there. You never know how much grip you got sometimes. It's unfortunate for Socks. But Camper is out in the lead. Defends the inside. And but Steinos has got into the lead. Camper drops down to second. And Socks still in third. Bjorn fourth. Wouter fifth. It looks like a relatively clean start from everybody. Haven't seen any yellow flags or anything like that. Pretty good, pretty good. And Bjorn has just overtaken Socks. Socks trying to come back, but Bjorn manages to stay ahead. Just coming up to the end of the lap 3 now, and Camper has got a good run on Bjorn. I saw some crazy setups in time trial with people running very low wings, which is probably due to the long straight. And Wouter is now probably going to come under some pressure from Lex. Socks there just went off the track there, and David capitalised on that error and got himself ahead of Socks. Lex now looking to get himself ahead of Wouter, up to fourth, making very good progress. It looks like Steinos just outbraked himself a little bit there. Camper still leading. Bjorn right behind Steinos. They're taking the inside line now because there's quite a lot of bumps on the racing line. So you actually lose time by running over those bumps. But on lap 5, Camper is still leading the way. Has improved immensely over the past season. On this game in particular, he has been one of the standout drivers on this game. And as we were saying, Lex now up to fourth, and almost out of DRS from Wouter. Wouter under threat from David and Socks. And Killian probably hoping for a safety car at this point. Ooh, a little bit of moment there from Wouter. This could give David an opportunity with some DRS on the next straight. I think he's running like 15.3 wings, so quite low. And the top 3 are just in another race, you could say. They're in another race. Absolute domination. And Camper must be running quite low wings as well, because he's managed to keep in the lead. Steinos had a little moment there. Got a yellow flag. But no dramas, no dramas. And Bjorn now right up behind Camper, forward about going down the inside. And he has to be a little bit careful because he knows Steinos is there. So, you know, sometimes you got to look ahead, sometimes you got to think behind as well. So, very good. And Bjorn a lot closer now to Camper. He might just pull to the inside, and he has. And is he ahead? Yes, he just gets himself ahead. A very good move. Stanos tempted to have a look as well, but stays behind. And may have a look into turn one. A couple of drivers might have got warnings there. Going off at the last corner. Very easily can happen. I mean, what a battle this is. Incredible battle. Oh, amazing. And Steinos. Oh, what an overtake this could be. Oh, I'd be proud of that one. Gets himself up to second place. Will Kohlkamp be tempted to send it to the inside? No. He decides to just stay behind. I mean, look at this. Oh no, Kohlkamp and Steinos. They come together. Bjorn retakes the lead with a nice 2-second lead now. Lex moves up to second. That is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. You never like to see two drivers going out like that. All that hard work is all been undone now. These things can happen, but you know, Bjorn will say thank you very much. And just has to make no mistakes now, and he does have a very quick driver in the form of Lex to contend with if he does make any mistakes. But so far so good for Bjorn. Just gotta keep doing what he's doing. This is very impressive from Steinos Reeks. He's back into DRS now behind Lex, and could be getting himself back into second place. Bjorn almost 3 seconds ahead. 3 laps remaining after this lap. The gap is 2.7. Lex does stay ahead of Steinos. Wouter in 4th, Kohlkamp 5th, Sox in 6th, Killian up to 7th, Padge in 8th, Deaton 9th, David just dropped to 10th, I'm not sure what happened there, and Waffle decided to retire and is going to take part in the feature race. But the gap is coming down. Lex did get up to second place and has taken a lot of time out of Bjorn. 3 laps remaining. Very exciting there. And the gap at the front now, only 1.8 seconds now, so Bjorn will still be pushing to stay ahead. I'm quite impressed to see none of the drivers having any penalties as well. It's quite understeery, this track at China. I think all the drivers will be happy that it was dry. Unlike no assist on Tuesday, which was the full race was wet, so that was not very enjoyable. And Steinos moves ahead of Lex into the penultimate corner at the hairpin, and the gap is now down to 1.1 seconds. It's not in the back for Bjorn yet, and maybe Lex and Steinos, they can work together. Big thanks to Bjorn who brought Lex in. Very short notice. But yeah, it's great to have another driver who enjoys doing the F2, and very competitive as well. But it's a three-way battle now for the win. Very exciting. Wouter still ahead of Kohlkamp in 4th, closely followed by Sox. Top 8 places are scored with points, so currently Deton just missing out on a point. But you can never rule him out, especially with his aerodynamics he likes to use. But unfortunately, I think Padge might be using a similar sort of package. So let's see, will we see any moves now coming down here? And Bjorn is weaving. Trying to break the toe. The DRS is so powerful here. And Steinos. Oh, Steinos is into the lead, and Lex goes by as well. Oh, what a move! What an incredible move. DRS is so powerful, and oh, Deton's had a spin. Padge will be very relieved. Oh, he will be. What a battle these three have given us at the front. An absolute epic battle, and it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Lex was having a little look there, and Bjorn is straight back into it now. Oh, this is mouth-watering stuff. On the last lap, oh, are we seeing games here? Are we seeing some games? You would want to have the DRS, and it looks like Steinos has let Lex through so we can get DRS. There's the DRS detection there. We're going on board with Bjorn. It's such a long straight, and DRS is so powerful here. And I don't know if Lex has got DRS. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have DRS, and Steinos goes back into the lead. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. Contact between Lex and Steinos. And Bjorn. Wow, Bjorn wins. Steinos second. I think Lex might have let Steinos back through there. Quite sporting there. Well done to Bjorn. Camper recovers to fourth. Walter in fifth. Sox in sixth. Scuderia Killian in seventh. Majestic in eighth. Take a point. Thank you very much. What could have been for David. Hopefully he can have better luck in the feature race. And just waiting for TLC Deton. Yeah, just has to get through this corner, make it to the checker flag, and we'll be on to the podium to celebrate the top three's efforts. GG guys. And if you are watching this and you think, oh, I'd love to give that a go, just drop us a message, get some details, and get you in for next week. That's how easy it is. Congratulations to Bjorn. He did have a nice 2.8 second lead at one point, but the gap just came down and down and down, and in the end, I think maybe Lex gave it up because of the contact he had with Steinos, but a fantastic drive from Bjorn, and it's got to be said, a great drive from the top three, but there were mistakes there, but a good recovery from drive from Steinos, it has to be said. So congratulations to Bjorn for winning the sprint race. Look at that, the three Dutch drivers at the front, one in fifth. Bjorn with a great win. Steinos in second. Lex in third. Camper fourth. Walter in fifth. Sox in sixth. Hilly in seventh. And Majestic in eighth. Top eight getting points. And now we move on to the featured race. And if any of the drivers were involved in any incidents, just make sure to put them in. So it would be interesting to see if any of those get posted in. And now the drivers will have a 5-minute break, and we'll get on with the feature very soon. It's a nice summer's day for the feature race. formation lap. The driver's just looking to warm the tyres up. You don't want to overcook them though. You don't want to get badly worn tyres. Big shout out to Socks tonight. Hosting I believe his first race in IIRL tonight, so big thanks to him. And it's quite a lot of people do get stressed about hosting, especially when you need people to join the lobby and that. But so the top three: Lex, Bjorn, and Stynos all on the medium, David on the soft, Walter medium, Rough medium. Oh, someone's gone for a spin. Can't park there. And then you got Killian, Clockamper, Socks, Padge, and TRC Deaton all on the soft tyres. So yeah, it's all to play for. Hoping for an exciting race. And the driver's just building temperature, just a bit of weaving. The tyres sometimes are around 40%, 40 degrees. So no matter how much weaving you do, they're never going to be toasty. So the driver's now just getting to the grid. Hopefully no DSQs. Starting in the correct place. I'm sure we'll have a wonderful camera view, as we always do at this track. Five lights. And away we go for the feature race at China. And Stynos leads away ahead of Bjorn. Bjorn cuts back inside there. Lex into third. Wouter fourth. David fifth. And the soft runners will be needing to make some progress here, because the medium runners will not be at full pace in the early stages. Oh, we've had a spinner. Killian's had a spin. He's applied too much throttle there and it spun the back end around. That's very unfortunate, and it's already... Oh, there's another spin. There's another spin. Caught camper now. Oh, such a shame. He had a... And Stynos is spun. Stynos is spun. Is some oil on the track? So, such a shame for Stynos. Our championship leader has dropped all the way down to 9th. As we were saying, you can weave the tyres as much as you want. You just will not have nice toasty tyres at the start of the race. So, a rare mistake there from Stynos, but with his pace, you can never write that guy off. Never. And Lex gets himself into the lead. That's a good pass ahead of Bjorn. Wouter now up to third. So the top three on mediums. And I'm sure the soft runners will be looking to make some progress here. Very good start again there from Lex. And a disappointing opening lap from Clockamper, Killian and Stynos. But as we're saying, mistakes can easily happen. But it's Lex that leads away, ahead of Bjorn. Wouter in third, David in fourth, Socks in fifth, Raphael 6th, Padge 7th, Deaton 8th. And I'm sure in a lap or so, Starnos will be right at the back of those soft runners. DRS will be enabled on the next lap. And you can already see the top two have already broken away, almost out of the DRS from Wuta, who's coming under pressure from David and Sox. Just got to spot your braking for the hairpin. And I think they did. And Bjorn has got ahead of Lex there. And DRS enabled. Fastest lap of the race. I'm sure that won't last long though. Oh, Sox is running to the back of David. Oh, that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. We just caught that. Oh, David's just having a little bit of misfortune these last couple of races. Oh, I gotta feel for him. You know, Sox is a very good, clean racer, but we all get caught out every now and then. You know, we're human. Mistakes happen. You know, especially in these cars as well, so understeery, and the gearing is quite difficult as well. Sometimes you press downshift and the car just says, "I ain't going down the third gear." So Padge will say thank you very much. Up to 5th. Deaton is 6th, just 1.4 seconds back. David will be very unhappy. All that practice he does, he probably practices F2 more than anyone else. He's not a fan of the F1 cars, not yet anyway. But yeah, I'm sure he'll make some great progress through the field. Had a driver off at the back there. Not sure what happened there. And here we are on lap 4. Bjorn, is he close enough to get a move on Lex? I believe he is. He pulls out of the slipstream, and a nice, beautiful overtake there. With Wuta keeping them both on it, showing very good pace today so far in this race. Coming up to lap 5, I wonder if Lex will be maybe tempted to go for the inside. And Lex back into the lead. Starnos Reeks with the fastest lap of the race so far. Still a long way to go though. Wuta has to be careful just to keep it within DRS. I think he might have lost DRS this time. Oh, he just had DRS, and I think Bjorn will be going back into the lead. No, he decides to stay behind this time. Interesting. He might have a look down the pit straight. Yep, he has, and it looks like Bjorn is back into the lead. Very good racing there. And Wuta is back within DRS and very close behind the top two. And Bjorn goes back into the lead. Oh, my mistake. Lex goes back into the lead, ahead of Bjorn. And I wonder when the soft tyre runners will decide to pit. Oh, quite a rare penalty there from Starnos. Be interesting to see if he could possibly get that one removed. A lot of drivers going very wide at the last corner. And Sox has 1.9 seconds ahead of David. Obviously they did come together a few laps ago, but David has made very good progress. And the gap hovering around the 1.9 mark. And Steinos is catching them up. And Steinos heaping a little bit of pressure onto David here. The mediums will be so much better at this point in the race. And with the help of DRS, I expect Steinos will be making quite easy work of this, I would say. Although a mistake there from Bjorn. Bjorn has dropped a lot of places. I wonder what has happened there. It's a shame we've missed that. And now Lex has a really nice lead at the front. But that and David didn't get DRS there either, so that's so unfortunate for David, who's lost out massively because of that. And now he's boxed in. Yes, he was boxed in there. Sox has gone for the undercut. That's the perfect time for Sox to pit there. Because these four drivers, Steinos, David, Bjorn and Padge, they could lose time fighting it out here. That was the most perfect time for Sox to pit. David couldn't pit because he was boxed in. Very unfortunate. But we're at the halfway distance now, and Lex has put the foot to the floor and is pulling away. But I wonder what happened to Bjorn. He must have just made a mistake. It's quite easy to lose a car. Sometimes you put the throttle down and the car is stable, and other times you put it down and you lose the car. It can be very inconsistent sometimes. But Steinos has a lot of work to do now, especially with carrying that 3-second penalty. So he's gonna have to try and maybe go for the undercut, but you can't do the undercut because he's on a medium. So I'm sure he can. He can still get a great result. Ooh, a slide there from Bjorn. Well collected up. And David has decided to pit along with Pajestic. And they will be going onto the medium tyre for the next 7 laps. And Lex on his debut with a nice 3.3 second lead. He'd be loving life at the moment, but can he keep it going? That's the question. Here we are on lap 10. Bjorn very close behind Steinos. Lex with a commanding lead up front, 5.4 seconds ahead. Absolutely flying out up front. And Bjorn stays ahead. I wonder when the media runners will decide to pit for the soft tyre. And how long can the soft tyres go for? Quite a smart move there from Steinos, decides to pit. And so does Wouter. The undercut is probably a good choice for Steinos, given he's got the 3-second time penalty. And Stynos gets himself ahead of Socks. The soft tyres will be so much better at this point in the race. Fresh soft tyres. Socks thinking about the move down the inside, but thought better off it. But Socks still on for good points here. And we'll get the bit of DRS down in the pit straight, which will obviously help. David, 2.9 seconds back. We'll be trying to take some time out of Socks in the next lap or so. Stynos now behind Wouter, but still carrying the 3-second time penalty. Fastest lap of the race from Roughwell at 1:46.0. Will that be the fastest lap of the race? It's only a few laps to go. It could well be. And this should be pretty straightforward for Stynos to get ahead of Wouter. Lex pits from the lead, and I expect him to get out into the lead quite comfortably. Stynos moves up to second, but just have to pull out the 3-second lead if he wants to stay in second place. What will the gap be up front? I think Lex was about 5 seconds ahead before the pit, and now Stynos gets the fast lap of the race, 1:45.5. And Stynos has taken quite a lot of time out of Lex, so the gap has come down to like 2 seconds. That's a very good undercut there from Stynos. Bob Camber came into the pits. I was thinking he was going to retire, but he might be going for fastest lap attempt. Here is our race leader, Lex, enjoying life at the front. He knows he's got a 1.7 lead. He's got 2 lap fresher tyres, but he has to get back into the zone. You know Stynos is carrying the 3-second time penalty, but if he's got no more warnings, and it was a warning where a car is, let's say a car's nudged another car off, our driver can potentially get the warning removed, but we shall find out in the next day or so. As we can see, the gap is 1.9. Wouter 1.4 back from Stynos, so currently Wouter and Bjorn will finish ahead of Stynos. So these are crucial laps from Stynos. If he wants to be on the podium, he has to pull out the gap. That won't be easy. Oh, Wouter picks up the 3-second time penalty. Bjorn gets the fast lap of the race. Happy days. He will be smiling right now. He knows he's potentially gaining 2 places no matter what happens on track. Happy days for Bjorn. Oh, that's such a shame. You never like to see a driver get a time penalty. And Bjorn with those 1 lap fresher tyres all over Wouter. He's practically pushing him along. He's saying, hurry up fella, hurry up. And quite smart there from Wouter. He's given up the position in the hope of getting DRS back here. So quite high IQ move there. But he did give away a 7/10 margin, so DRS is very powerful, but is it that powerful? We'll find out right now. And it wasn't as powerful as I thought it was. And Bjorn does need to find a few attempts if he wants to finish ahead of Steinos. Fast lap again there for Lex at 1:44. Where's this pace coming from? Unbelievable stuff. So currently Wooter will still finish ahead of Socks. The gap is, you might as well say the gap is 6/10 because he is carrying the 3-second penalty. Will be interesting to see if David puts any clips in tonight. He has been involved in some misfortune. And obviously from the, I think from the sprint there might have been a couple of coming togethers. Can always happen. Always happen. Camper decides to retire from the race. It won't count as a DNF though, he'll still be classified. Lex with another fastest lap. I don't know where he's getting it from. That's just talent. Absolutely incredible. And David did get himself ahead of Socks eventually. I'm not sure what happened there. But what a debut from Lex. This has been unbelievable. To make your debut and win, it's just, it's not often it happens. It's quite rare. Probably a handful of times it's happened. Wasn't even in the league like a couple of hours ago, and now he's potentially winning the race. Unbelievable. What a debut. And currently Steinos will drop to third. The gap to Bjorn is 2.2 seconds. 2 seconds. Wooter looks like he's going to keep fourth. David will be fifth. Socks 6. Deaton did get ahead of Padge in 7th. Padge in 8th. Killian looking like it's going to be a pointless race for him tonight. But coming to the final corner, Lex, what an absolutely incredible debut, wins the Chinese Grand Prix. Fantastic race there. Steinos in second. A fantastic recovery drive from Steinos. And he did. I don't know if Bjorn made a mistake on the last lap, but Steinos kept second. Wooter then went up to third, so got himself a podium. Maybe that was all planned. Bjorn then dropped to fourth. David in fifth, Socks 6th, Padge 7th. 8th, I think was 8th. Might have been Killian and 9th. Might have been Raphael. But as we were saying, congratulations to Lex. A great debut and a great win. Kept it all clean, kept it under control, made no mistakes. Job done. Steinos with a fantastic recovery drive up to second. On the opening lap he was facing the wrong way. And great to see Wooter on the podium as well. It might have been planned. We'll have to see. Well, congratulations anyway to the top 3 of the race. Unfortunately the podium ceremony wasn't didn't load. The results didn't load in the end, so anyway I'll be showing the 2 screenshots anyway of the results of the race. And as you can see, Alex had a fantastic debut, got the pole position, won the feature race, scored a massive 34 points. Stanos, our championship leader, scored a third position in the sprint and managed to get a second place in the feature. So very good points there for Stanos' efforts tonight. And Bjorn winning the sprint race, dropping to fourth at the end. Maybe it was all planned and they wanted their friend Wouter to get the first podium in IIRL. And we'll just put on the feature. And here we go for the feature results. Lex having an incredible debut race, fastest lap as well, 26 points, finishing ahead of Stanos, who was carrying the 3-second penalty, but still stayed in the second. First lap spin. After that is a great recovery drive. Wouter with his first podium in IIRL. Bjorn in fourth. David, after a few comings together with Socks, will be pretty satisfied with fifth, I reckon. Socks in sixth. Good performance. Again, thanks for Socks for hosting the race tonight. Padge in seventh. Deaton managed to pick up a point in eighth. And we had Killian and Raphael who were attempting to get faster laps, but as you can see, there was almost a couple of seconds off Lex, who I believe is human. I believe the top four are all human, but I may need some proof. And as we were saying, and Cocamber, it registered as a DNF. That's interesting, even though he retired on lap 15, so that's interesting. Oh, might have to look into that one. But anyway, thank you to everyone who tuned into the race, and we had some good banter tonight with a few drivers, including the audio in parties. I believe Killian streamed, Raphael, Socks. So if you want to go check the races out and have some fun and drop them a follow, go for it. You won't be disappointed. And next week we will be back for, I believe it's the Italian Grand Prix next week. So that will be a very exciting race in these cars. We've got Assist here on Sunday. Socks will be hoping for back-to-back race wins. I think he's said he's expecting a 10th place. Straight down to earth again. But as we know with Assist here, anything could happen, and it usually does. So I hope to see you all on Sunday. Obviously, in real life, we've got the F1 this weekend as well. Possible showers in the race again, and possibly getting up at silly o'clock to watch the race again. Very exciting. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm sure I'll speak to you all on Sunday, and speak soon. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.